Is this a joke?
Oh.
Like that.
I'm Greg Davies, and every morning I judge the first person I see to sharpen my skills for preparation for my work on this throne. This morning, it was Lydia Evans, who runs my local bakery. Lacklustre service and a horrible shrill voice. Easy. Now, let's meet the lemmings queuing up for a write-off on camera. They are Alan Davies, Desiree Birch, Guz Khan, Morgana Robinson, and Victoria Cohen-Mitchell. And now he's small, he's hairy, and he sleeps in my underpants. It's little Alex Horne! All right.
I'm nervous.
How are you?
I wanted to tell you something which I've never told you before.
OK.
I love you. I want you to look at me the way I look at you.
I can imagine. Finished? OK. No, it's awful, isn't it? But who created this atmosphere? I didn't. Right, let's get going with the show, I guess.
OK, so the prize task this week, you demanded that they bring in the most desirable thing for the person below you in the alphabet, or the highest alphabetically if you're the lowest alphabetically. So Alan has chosen something desirable for Desiree, Desiree for Guz, and so on, until eventually Victoria has brought something in for Alan. 5 points will be awarded to the most desirable thing, and the winner of the episode will bring home 5 things, one of which will be desirable for them.
Oh. Hello, Alan.
Hi.
Who have you brought a present for?
Desiree. It's a book of etiquette for English ladies. And it's very helpful for people who are coming to these shores, living here.
Mid-19th century, things like you are not expected to recognise any friend on the opposite side of the street. Even if you see them, do not bow.
That is a relief, thank you.
Stop.
Do not bow.
Stop bowing.
Also, Desiree, do not walk so fast. You're not chasing anybody. Walk slowly, gracefully.
Yeah, that's been a big problem for me my entire existence.
You flipping Yanks, running around, bowing all over the place. Desiree, who have you bought something for?
I have bought something for Guz. I happen to know what Guz really wants is a bully kuta, which is a Pakistani Mastiff. It's a huge dog that's super protective. Kuta means dog, and bully is it's a bully dog.
You want a bully kuta?
It's a bully kuta,
Yeah. So what I've done is commissioned Idil Sukan, who's an incredible artist, to create a painting of one so that you can always have your dream dog in your home to protect you and your family.
I'm so excited.
Right? Isn't he fly? He's got the gold puffy coat and everything, because that's your dog, man.
That is incredible.
Yes.
Just give it a 5 points now.
Yes.
This task has really backfired. I just love it. I was hoping you were going to insult each other.
No, we adore Guz.
He has only got a 1 in 5 chance of taking it home, though.
Look, if I win it, I'll give it to you.
Can you do that?
Yeah, of course.
Stop being nice!
Me too, guys. You're totally having it.
Thank you, mate.
Yeah.
We have defeated the format of your show.
You haven't, because I'm going to go backstage and cut that painting up. Guz, who have you bought for?
So I have bought for Morgana.
What is it?
My G. And it was...
Weekend in the Seychelles.
It was actually going to be something different, yeah? And then now we've all been spending so much time together, I switched it and made it something that I hope you'll really appreciate.
Yeah.
It's one of Guz's long coats.
I love it! I love it! It's the one that you were wearing the other day.
You said you really liked it, and I was like...
But
yeah.
I love it! I'm going to feel guilty if I take that home.
No, you won't.
Don't feel guilty. It's what Guz wants. He either wants in life paintings of himself or to make other people look like him. All right, what have you bought, Morgana?
OK, so I have bought Victoria a personalised velvet vintage smoking jacket with, if that's not enough, some matching slippers embossed in your name to sort of pimp up her late night smutty poker nights.
That sounds amazing.
Wow.
Nice.
Are those Victoria's initials?
I mean, I really, really want that.
Yeah.
Can you imagine a big cigar, nothing underneath, 6 of clubs of that? Ugh. That's how you play, isn't it?
It's like looking in a mirror.
That's a great present as well, obviously. If we can rely on one person to get us back on track.
No, this is a good thing. No, a good thing. I have bought Alan a season ticket to Manchester United because he always goes to see the Arsenal. I don't...
The team he supports.
Yeah, whatever the reason, that's where he always is.
I knew you wouldn't let me down.
Because I assumed if he loves football, he's going to want to see the best team. If you look at the cups and everything, it's usually Manchester United. And I thought, I don't know why Alan's never treated himself to a ticket to that.
I think Alan's about to tell you.
Anyway, it's not the whole... Because it's so expensive, it turned out to be. I've got a voucher towards a season ticket.
So you haven't even bought the whole season
Well, I
ticket
bought most
to a
of it.
team I imagine you hate? Of course.
He'll be sat with all the people he hates as well. He's at the wrong end. Oh, he's in the Man United end.
And many of them, I'd like to point out, hate me.
Yes, yes, they all know you're an Arsenal fan.
And she hasn't even paid for it all. This is it. I knew it.
The most passive-aggressive, calculated, personal attack I've ever experienced.
Fabulous. 1 point to Victoria.
Okay. Well done, Victoria.
2 points to Alan's etiquette book.
OK, fair enough.
3 points to Gus trying to make someone into him. Right. The smoking jacket, Victoria will look fine and dandy in it, I must concede. But the painting, it just tipped it for me, so I'm going to give 5 points to Desiree.
5 points to Desiree. There it is.
What's next, please?
Ironing.
Well, there you are. Hello, mate.
Oh, what a busman's holiday.
Oh, a little domestic work. This is nice. OK.
OK. Land the iron on the ironing board from the furthest distance.
What? What?
The ironing board must be standing at its maximum height when the iron lands on it, so at the maximum height.
And the iron must remain on the ironing board for the attempt to count.
What attempt to count?
You have 20 minutes.
I don't understand. So the ironing board has to be far away and arrive at the ironing board?
Oh, you've said ironing board twice there.
Time starts now. Can I leave the room?
All the information's on the task, guys.
Oh, I have to be the furthest distance, not the iron.
Well, you need to make the iron land on the board.
Seems to have baffled Victoria, this one.
Yes.
It seems quite straightforward to me. It's got to land on the ironing board from the furthest distance. Not necessarily thrown, just land.
Yeah, it's like the hammer throw in the Olympics, but landing it on a hammer board.
With an iron?
Yes.
Good. Well, let's not talk about it. Let's see it.
Yes. First to attempt long-distance iron throwing are Guz and Desiree. And let's not forget Alan.
OK, I think I gotta go out.
I'll measure that.
All right.
Maximum height.
Am I allowed to move the ironing board? Can I ask you again?
All the information's on the task.
Listen, I know you're probably trying to keep this level of communication to a minimum with other contestants, but me and you are different.
Are we?
Here's the connection. Can you feel it? Shh, close your eyes. I felt it. Did you feel it?
You could really get some distance.
Remember Neville Southall?
Yeah,
Big
big-
lad used to play for Everton.
Big Nev.
This for Neville Southall!
That's from there.
Yes, I've logged that.
Log that.
Yeah, I'll get the dog ball.
All right, this is the first one.
this your fence or the neighbours'? Oh, boom!
Lovely shot.
Alex, please can I have your assistance, brother?
Yeah, take on.
You know who we're going to channel for this one? Shaka Hislop. You remember Shaka? Shaka Hislop for the win.
Oh, no. Oh, no, I haven't factored in the iron smashing the pieces. I don't know how many more goes I've got.
All right, there's a better way. I
Okay.
wish I could figure it out.
I'm good with that. Thanks, guys.
Oh, look at that.
I'm out.
Fuck! All right, you know, well.
Thanks, Alan.
Sorry about the iron.
The tub man.
The first thing that struck me about that was the fact that Alan didn't question what he had to do. He read it once and he went, OK, yeah, iron throwing. I'm in, let's go. And that was borne out by the style of the man. Those slow... It was like an athlete at the top of his game.
It really was. 1 foot off the ground, big smile on his face.
I thought you were the most stylish until I closely observed Desiree in action, because much like the curling champions that I so admire, she always went with the follow-through arm.
Yeah.
Always.
Yep. You would think that accuracy might come with poise. It did not, but I felt proud of my actions.
Gosh, the Bath, stroke of genius.
Yeah,
I thought.
absolutely.
And lovely to see some sporting greats being celebrated.
You've got to channel the people that came before you. It's the reason why we're here today.
The people that led to iron throwing the sport. Well, give me some statistics.
I've measured it. You know how people throw things over double-decker buses?
Yeah.
I've done it in double-deckers. The chocolate bars, 15 centimetres long. Desiree, 32 double-deckers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
OK. You get this out of your system, then
Yep.
we'll hear the real distance.
4 metres 80.
Yeah.
Guz, 82 2/3 double-deckers.
Wow.
Or 6.4 Shaka Hislops. That's 12 metres 40. Whereas Alan, 56.4 original curly whirlies. That's 93 1/3 double-deckers. That's 14 metres 10. In the lead at the moment. We've seen Guz, we haven't seen Morgana, we've seen Alan, we haven't seen Victoria, and we've seen Desiree until now.
OK. I'm just going to find some bits and bobs, if that's all right.
I was imagining what if I could rig up some sort of pulley system? How hard can this be? Oh, for God's sake. Ah, there we go.
I don't know if this will work.
And then just tie it across.
It's over.
Motherfucker. OK.
Ah, they're too thin. Ah, this is not what I imagined. Should we swap places? Let's swap places. OK, OK, all right, OK. It's on. I mean, if I had more time, I could try to get further away.
Well, you have got more time.
Fucking go. It nearly worked.
Yeah, it didn't stay on the ironing board.
I know.
Can you lift the iron?
It's going down my sleeve into my arm.
Well, let's see if you brought a bad iron.
Go on, mate.
I tell you what, I wish I had my glasses. You're going to have to tell me if it's over the board.
It's over the board.
Is it on?
Yes.
Great, I'm happy.
Thank you, Morgana.
Thank you.
Felt like a real evolution of the sport there. pulley system, leverage, and they were successful. Morgana was punching the air and running around.
I was having a whale of a time.
You were, which was lovely to watch. Victoria, slightly more muted celebration. I'm happy.
I was very happy that the iron was on the board, but you've got to balance that with, this is not where I hoped to be professionally at this stage of my life.
For me, I'm like pinnacle.
You're
I'm like sweet spot.
I'm peeking it. That's why you're doing the double hand.
duck.
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, they were both very successful.
Yes.
Seems to me.
Well, there was only one double-decker between them. Victoria was 8 metres 60, 57 double-deckers. Morgana, 8 metres 44. So Victoria's was just longer. So Desiree did the shortest throw, gets 1 point. Then it's Morgana with 8 metres 44, 2 points. Victoria, 3 points. Gaz, 4 points. But the champion iron thrower was Alan Davies with 5 points and 14 metres 10.
There it is. You know what I'd love? A scoreboard.
OK, well, it's Alan and Gaz in the lead with 7.
Lovely. I want another one!
Yes, and this one's just so doggone cute.
Hello.
Hi there, Cheeky.
Cheeky?
Yeah, oh, Alex.
See a little pug or bulldog? He's a bulldog. Yeah. I can't breathe. Okay.
What's this thing? Is there a dog in it?
Make a cute toy for a cute dog. Is there going to be a real dog?
Yes, but you will not meet the dog.
What?
The dog will have 5 minutes with your cute toy.
Most engaged dog wins!
You have 20 minutes. Oh, that's ages. I'm really expecting something good then.
Your time starts now. Okay.
You literally can't beat a tennis ball, that's the problem.
In that box, there's all vet-approved items.
I couldn't get the lid off it just now.
I saw that. Have you got a dog?
I do have a doggy. It's called Stinks. It's got very bad breath.
Yeah, I mean, there.
Am I allowed to soak any of it in food?
I mean, what I would ideally do is rub it on a cat. I guess you don't have one.
I haven't checked through the whole box.
I mean, I could wee on it. What time does this go out?
Is it a boy dog or a lady dog?
Oh, I have no idea how you tell.
Imagine if it's a boy dog in heat, yeah? And we made a lady dog.
I've cooked a chicken thigh. Slippery little sucker.
I'm going to try and cut out a cat.
You say cute, innit?
Yes, please. Oh, that is cute. You must have done that before.
I've never done that before.
You and I look at that and see a cat.
Do we?
Give it a name or something?
What's the cute name?
Pipey.
Is it going to have a name, do you think?
Yeah. It's gonna be chonky.
I'm giving it a hat.
Giving it a hat?
Yeah, I'm giving it a hat.
It's Priscilla.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, come on. You feeling this?
I reckon that's all right, you know. Yeah.
But what people tend to do with dogs is they tend to create something that looks like a cat. It doesn't look at it and think of it as a cat. You do.
Cat.
Wow, Victoria. When you got out the tennis ball and popped it down, I accepted your authority. Then I even accepted your authority when you suggested rubbing a cat on it. You didn't even lose me at the idea that they might be attracted by wee. Where you lost me is that the dog might be attracted to your wee.
Well, it would be hard to get someone else's wee. I was alone in the room.
Right, that is true.
OK. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, Gus, you randomly just put a load of rubbish together.
No. I was thinking human beings have been so distanced physically during this pandemic that dogs must also be feeling exactly the same. So I created Priscilla so that dog could sniff Priscilla's bumhole or whatever they do, like, as a model.
This is like QVC, isn't
No, I
it?
did have a point.
and they're flying. I'll ring now. We've only got 50 of them.
My money's on Chunky. I'm going to put it out there before we see the videos.
OK, well,
I mean, my money's on chicken, but I hope for Chunky.
Well, it's time to meet Marco, and it's time for Marco to meet Victoria and Desiree's creations.
Come in, Marco. Hi, Marco, you have 5 minutes starting now. This is Chunky, Marco. Look, there's a toy. Hello, Marco. I'm running out of time. Marco, you've got 90 seconds left. Oh, look at Chunky. Bye-bye. That's your time up, Marco.
Right.
Done.
Looks like I backed the wrong horse.
Yeah, actively offended by Chunky.
I mean, worse, not even aware of Chunky. Even when Alex demonstrated Chunky.
Marco bit your balls, though.
Victoria...
Yeah.
He went in on the cat, and I think Marco's initial instinct was, oh, there's a cat. I'm going to rip it to pieces. And he came around the front and he went, someone's already been at this cat. Who's next?
OK, next it is the two dog owners. So let's see. Alan and Morgana completely storm the task. I should say that Alan did also demand we put a little bit of dog food in his one. So there is a little bit of food at one end of his.
Oh.
Here we go.
OK, you've got 5 minutes, Marco. Off you go. This is Pipey, Marco. Marco, can I interest you in the other end of Pipey? There's not just that end. Look, there's all this bit. Back on the mat. Ready? OK, Marco, that's your time up. Marco, please leave the room. That's your time up, Marco. You have to leave. What's that?
I think one of these two pipe-based toys is better than the other. Would you like to guess which one I think is better?
I think you're going to say Morgana's one.
Correct.
Ah.
And
Do you?
I do.
I thought you were going to pick Pipey.
No, don't get me wrong.
Pipey had a hat.
For me, as a toy, the food was concealed within... What's yours called?
The roast chicken cracker for poodles.
It's a better toy because the chicken was concealed. Whereas Alan got a load of pipes together and then last minute got one of you to smear some food on the outside.
That is true.
Is it a better toy in a week when that's reeking of rotten chicken and that still smells like,
That's a good
dog
point.
treat?
Well, the great thing about Pipey is that if your dog's not that interested in it, it's just a lovely object to have around the house.
Beautiful. It's beautiful.
Here's how Marco got on with Priscilla.
Marco! This is Priscilla. OK, you've got 3 minutes left. OK, that's one of Priscilla's legs. OK, Marco, you've got 2 minutes. That's your time up, Marco. You can leave. You have to leave now, Marco.
That's it. Who'd have thunk it?
You're going to make such a good dog father.
I mean, I take it back. Priscilla The absolute runaway hit.
Yeah.
Just a load of rubbish. A load of rubbish that didn't represent anything. And the dog would have stayed there all day. So, I imagine you can score this already.
Yeah, if you're happy they're all cute toys.
As I've said, they're all objets d'art I would welcome around my home.
I mean, Marco ignored Desiree's chonky completely, so
Of course. Chonky was a commercial disaster. And I invested in that toy.
So 1 point to Desiree. It would be 2 to Victoria, I think, because he did play a little bit. 3 points then to Alan's pipey.
Yep.
4 to Morgana's roast chicken cracker.
And then against all odds...
Yes. Yeah. Guz's Priscilla. No food involved, just string, a tongue and some toilet rolls. 5 points.
5 points.
For Guz time.
Priscilla.
Well done.
Just goes to show you, on this show, sometimes it pays to put virtually no thought into your attempts. Right, what have we got next?
Circles. Lots of circles and a shredder.
Ooh.
Oh, hello. It's energy I brought to you.
Do you mind shutting the door behind you? Hi, Morgana.
Hello.
How are you feeling?
I'm excellent. Very, very calm. Chilled.
Love it when you have that cheeky smile, like, nothing to see here. So much to see here.
Sit on the red chair.
Sit on the red chair in the secret tower.
Oh, secret tower. Okay, great.
You may only step on circles on your way.
You may only stand on each circle once, oi, 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 unless it is black.
You may stand on a black circle twice, but never twice in a row.
It's enough rules.
Also, oh, come on.
Also, you must put this task in the shredder within the first minute.
If you fail for any reason, Alex will blow his whistle, return everything to its starting position, and you must start again. It's cruel, brothers.
It's cool.
It's cruel.
Very cool.
C-R-U-E-L.
Oh, yes.
OK, just hold on 1 second. Does that sign say secret tower?
Yes.
Fastest wins. My time starts when Alex says my name.
I don't understand.
Yeah, she wasn't the only one not to understand, but she was the main one.
Each of them has sort of locked in a specific way of reacting to most tasks now. Guz is always absolutely calm, even though I know he's usually going to do quite badly. There's a feeling of, I think I've got this. The difficulty here for me would be remembering the rules.
Yes.
They were many and varied.
It was overly complicated deliberately because they then had to shred the task so they couldn't
Yes,
refer
they
to it
couldn't
again.
reread it.
Very clever.
Yes, a very clever boy.
Do you want to see how Desiree and Victoria got on?
You know I do.
OK, here we go.
I hope you have a nice time in the Great Hall, Victoria.
Thank you. Oh, you've said my name. Right, OK.
Well, have a nice time, Desiree.
Cheers. Thanks for starting my time. Much appreciated. Why did I put that so far away? In the first minute, holy crap, that's not a lot of time.
But you can go black. It's just the same one. It can't be.
All the information's on the task.
This is stressful.
Please return to your first circle and start
What
again.
did I do wrong?
You were too slow to get to the shredder.
Mother, father.
Where's the chair? But it said there's a red chair in the secret tower. There was not a chair in this room.
Ruined. Wow.
But there isn't this red chair.
Oh, joy. Ugh. Okay.
I've stopped the clock.
Yay. Thanks for my sweet.
Yes, you can enjoy that now.
Are they in the balloon? This is a suite. I mean, there can't be a chair in a suite, can there? Am I supposed to make a chair? mean... Do I have to make it be in here?
I think you do have to make it be in there.
But there isn't a red chair. There's no red chair anywhere. So if something is being sat on by a person, does that make it a chair? So looking around, there's a red chair in the secret tower. If I sit on it, which I am now doing.
Do you want me to stop the clock?
Yes,
I've stopped the clock.
thank you. Well, great.
OK, good. Desiree, just disappointingly chilled, really. It's perfectly happy with the task. You've briefly said mother, father, and I thought, good, we're on for some frustration, but pretty cool, got there.
In the end.
Well done, you. Now, Victoria, if ever there was a sentence that showed us we should never judge people on our previous impression of their intelligence, I believe it is the sentence, there can't be a chair within that suite, can there?
You know, after a certain number of tasks, there was no trust left. My mind was addled. Maybe you suck the sweet and then there's a little bit that says you'll find the chair out of the window.
It was yet another task where she forgot her glasses.
Yeah.
It's one of the main problems.
Yeah.
Let's cut the lady some slack.
OK.
Because she has, on national television, just said there can't be a chair within that suite, can there? And that's going to be there for life. that's there forever. I'm going to allow your definition of a chair at this stage. So
OK.
let's leave it.
Fine.
Jared.
Who's next?
Next up, it's Alan and Guz.
Are you ready, Alan?
I can only step on a red circle. Is that you saying my name?
Yes.
Twice, but never twice in a row.
Good luck, Guz.
You said my name?
Oh, no.
You know, I realise, because this is the kind of person I am, I should have read it one more time before I shredded it. Now I don't even know what the task is. Long story cut short.
Oh, do you know what?
What's wrong, Alan?
Well, I haven't got the red chair. It was going so well. Look where I've gone all this way.
I was meant to get to the red chair without stepping on these things. Now I'm here in this chair, and I don't know what the fuck is going on. I'm gonna make a mistake right now. Let's fuck in a row.
You stepped on that one 3 times, Guz. You have to start again. Please stand on that first circle.
You know, I've just eaten 2 cream eggs and I'm not really up for this.
Yeah, it's sweet. Can I have it?
You can have the sweet. I'll stop the clock. Are you sat down on the red chair in the secret tower?
I am.
I'll stop the clock. Can I have my balloons back, please?
Huh? What balloons are you talking about?
You see what I mean about Guz? That initial confidence. I'd follow Guz into battle. When you get there, you go, oh, no, we shouldn't have come over this ridge. We get absolutely slaughtered. Guz went from, yeah, no, I've got this covered, to being a man standing in a room with a handful of cardboard circles in his hand, having to guess the task. I'm sort of intrigued by your 2 cream egg system.
Yeah, before every task, Alan would have...
Is that what happens at a certain time of day? Alan's got to have his 2 cream eggs?
I don't remember at all. What I remember about that task is I collected every circle I could find in the room, because I thought when it said secret tower and you opened the door, I imagined there was going to be another mile of walking, and it was just this tiny little room. Yeah. Pointless. I went all the way over there to get these.
The cream eggs had given you too much energy and you forgot the chair.
One person left, and she's the only Morgana we'll ever have on the show. So let's savour her name and watch her take on the task. Here is Morgana.
Only step on circles, please, Morgana.
So that's the shredder there?
Yes.
OK, I think I've got an idea.
Well, I've said your name.
Fuck! Pop it in the shredder.
Right, please start again.
How? I've only stood in it once.
Yeah, but afterwards you stood
I don't
over
want
there.
to argue with you.
Please stand on the big circle.
Sit on the red chair in the secret tower. I totally forgot about that bit, didn't I?
Yes.
Oh! Well, where's the secret tower? What? This doesn't make any sense. This isn't a secret tower.
No? Right, I need to give you another task now. You've just spent over a minute and you haven't shredded it.
Oh. Oh, his secret tower! I might take these just in case.
OK.
Ah. Can I have that sweet?
I've stopped the clock. You can eat your sweet.
Thank you. It's a bit spooky, isn't it?
Are you scared?
Yeah, I don't like it. It smells funny in here.
Right, well done. They're creating what will become known from this day forth as the Morgana slide.
Yes.
And, bonus, we were treated to Jack Nicholson as the Joker.
I actually got the giggles because it was so ridiculous. I was like, what am I doing?
Well, do you want me to give you the times? And
Yeah.
do you want me to give them in minutes and seconds or to convert it into years if we're saying 1 hour is the average lifespan of a human?
Well, I'd like it just in minutes.
Yes, but I've
like
done
a normal person.
quite a lot of maths.
But I
So-
also,
Yeah.
I know that you like this novelty bullshit, so convert it if you want.
In which case, Victoria would have spent 11 years and 11 months getting to that secret tower.
What on earth are you talking
Well,
about?
I'm just saying.
Just indulge him.
I think. Whereas Guz, 9 years and 1 month, so still quite a long time, 6 minutes 45. Alan, 5 minutes 37, 7 years and 6 months. Morgana took almost exactly 5 years, that's 3 minutes 45. But Desiree, just over 4 years, 3 minutes 5 seconds, she was quicker than the slide. She got 5 points.
Good, yes.
Morgana didn't win the task, but she is joint in the lead with Guz Khan on 14 points.
Whoa! Then please remove yourselves from the chairs and head to the stage for the final task of the show! Hello, friends. And hello, Alex.
I love you. OK, do you want someone to read the task?
Yes, please.
Guz Khan.
OK.
Perfect.
Let's try it then. Go on. Choose the number of sheets you want for the second part of the task. Each sheet will reduce your points total by 5. You have 30 seconds to select your sheets.
So by sheets, obviously, I meant sheets of paper, but we all know that. I should say every sheet of paper used will cost you 5 points in the game, whatever the game is. Ready?
How many are in here?
There's 25 in their box.
Are we likely to wish we had more paper or wish we had less?
Sheets on the table.
That has annoyed them more than I thought it might.
OK, so, Alan, how many sheets of paper did you choose?
I've got 8.
8 for Alan. Whoops, he's on minus 40 already. Desiree, how many have you chosen?
2.
Guz?
I did 2 as well.
Morgana?
6.
And Victoria?
7.
7. OK, I've got part 2 of the task for you now. Make paper airplanes. Your paper airplanes must look like aeroplanes. You can't just scrunch them into balls. You will have 2 minutes to make your paper airplanes, then 30 seconds each to throw all your paper airplanes into the receptacles. You'll see the receptacles have points on them. Most points wins. Your time starts now.
Great. This is painful.
So, the likes of Alan is up against it. He's on minus 40, but the bin over there is worth 10 points.
I mean, imagine if I'd taken all 25, which I considered.
How do you make it have that triangle at the end?
Look, do that bit there.
5 seconds.
I don't know how you do it.
This is so unfair.
Please stop folding your paper. So we're going to go from first to last this time. Morgana is joint in the lead, so Morgana, please bring all your planes over to the front. You're on minus 30 points at the moment. You've got 30 seconds to throw 7 aeroplanes.
Let's fly.
Bollocks.
5 points down.
Bollocks.
10 points down.
Bollocks. So close, not bollocks.
Oh, now, will she get any points for that,
I'm
Greg?
afraid she won't, no.
Bollocks.
It's minus 30 to Morgana. Please return to your table.
Sorry, Morgana. Come to break.
Come on, guys.
Flying is a tough game. Who's next?
Next to play the tough game is Guz Khan.
Top Gun.
What are you flying towards, Guz?
We try for the 5,
Uh-huh.
and if it don't pan out, we'll just slap it down there. Yeah?
That's what pilots say. Good luck.
Oh, beautiful. Oh, what?
You had to go for it.
Guz Khan scores minus 10. Next up, it's Alan, who's currently in third place. Alan, please bring your
Alan.
many, many planes to the front.
Alan, 38 planes.
Alan's going to do it.
That was cruel.
That was cruel.
That took 8 seconds.
Go on out.
Oh, the glide on it.
17 seconds. Oh! 14 seconds.
15 points down.
10 seconds left, Alan. 10 seconds.
10 seconds left. 10 seconds left.
5 seconds. 4 seconds. Oh, it's got wiles.
Oh, God.
Minus 40 to Alan Davies.
An aeronautical disaster.
Desiree up next with her
Go on, Dee.
2
Desiree!
Go then, Dee.
aeroplanes.
Lovely.
So close.
It went where it was going to go. Oh! Minus 10 to Desiree. Well, it's all built up to Victoria's moment.
Has it.
Are you going to be the unlikely Top Gun?
Can you show me that end one? Just...
This is an avant-garde. Look, there's its pointy nose.
It's a Frank
and
Gehry.
Yeah, it's like a...
It's a work of art.
Yeah, I'll buy that.
Good luck, Victoria.
Lovely floating action.
Not a disaster.
Get in the bowl.
Go with a bit of air. Don't go downwards. Go a little bit upwards.
15 seconds left, Victoria. 15
You
seconds.
almost saved the show.
No.
Oh, it hit it. It's working. You've got 10 seconds left,
Oh,
Victoria.
OK. There. Lovely. And this. There. And the avant-garde
This is the one. This is the one.
Come on.
The run of the letter, come on, 3!
Minus 35.
Absolutely appalling. Come down so that we can conclude the worst task in the show's history. You're very welcome. Back.
That was so exciting.
Honestly, what an adrenaline rush.
Well, it was a task to see who could pick the fewest pieces of paper out of the box. So, Alan came last. Gets 1 point with his minus 40. Victoria 2 with minus 35. Morgana 3 with minus 30. We've got joint first place with minus 10. Desiree and Guz Khan.
There it is.
That means that Guz Khan is now into triple figures with the series score.
Wow.
Here's our current leader. He has also won this episode with a massive 19 points. Guz
Oh,
Khan!
my God. Guz Khan wins. Please go and get your desirable thing and some other things. So what have we learned today? We've learned that if you find yourself on holiday and all the sun lounges have been taken, then why not wade your way through a tin of Quality Street? You never know, there might be a chair in there. We've also learned that paper aeroplanes and bathroom furniture don't make good television. See you soon, and well done again to Guz Khan!
For more Taskmaster, subscribe now.